In this video, I'm going to be comparing a front side versus a backside pop-up, the similarities, which there are many, and the key differences that you have to get right. But it's really simple stuff. And when you see these and then you practice them, when it doesn't matter which kind of wave comes to you, you know exactly what to do. It'll actually be pretty easy. So let's get into it. So to understand why, I'm going to start with some mistakes here so you can see why we do certain things. So this is a mistake here that lots of people make is they stay square. Hands are square, shoulders are square, head is looking forward. So when you do your pop-up, it makes it really hard to get your feet where they need to be. So when you pop up, typically foot forward, knee down, you don't have your hips turned, you're not looking down the line. So that's the mistake, staying too square. So I've posted a video a while ago calling pop-up cheats about how you lean towards where you're going, because that helps a ton in getting you ahead of yourself. So you're moving down the line, right? So for an effective front side pop-up, it's like this. So I'll pause it there. See, hands are staggered. See, my leading hand, which is going down the line, is brought back a bit, which turns the shoulders, but I'm also leaning out over the rail, head looking down the line. So this is getting way ahead of where you need to go. So when you pop up, you land with your feet and your body facing the way it's supposed to go. So watch down here. I'll drop back down again. Boom. See? And then the way I've landed, my toes are pointing down the line, my knees are pointing down the line, hips are turned, shoulders are turned, head is turned, everything. So you're ready for what's coming, right? You're in your ready stance. Now, when we move to the backside pop-up, it's very, very similar, but with very key differences. So I'll show you here. This is the first thing to notice here. Notice the hands are still staggered the same way. A lot of people will ask me after I demonstrated the hand stagger, they're like, okay, so backside it's opposite, right? But it's not, because you still have to get your feet facing the same way, right? So what you do is you stagger your hands same way, and you look down the backside, the line, the other way. So head is turned, and you're also leaning a little bit. Slight less of a lean, but still a significant difference. And then this is the key point here. So if you look here, the toes are pointed the exact same way, and it's only the upper body that's changed, right? Because that's why you have to have that proper hand stagger, so you can get your hips around and face down this way, because that's how you control your board. That's the ready stance. But then the upper body's turned, this shoulder's dropped, and this head is turned. So that's the major key differences. So I'll give you a quick side by side here. So if you look here, obviously leaning this way for front side, leaning this way for back side, and head turn. But the hands are almost the exact same, which is very, very important to note. And then we look at these side by side. The two things I'll point out here, the legs are almost the exact same, right? The lower bodies, but it's the upper bodies that change. So that's the only difference. So you lean a different way, you turn a different way. And so it takes good mobility. You got to have good ankle mobility, knee mobility, hip mobility, all that stuff, right? And you got to be pretty strong and have great balance. But those key variations, right? Hand stagger stays the same. Only the head and the lean and how you land with your upper body twisted is different. So you focus on those key things and you will have no problems doing a backside pop-up compared to a front side pop-up. As long as you understand the differences, practice them at home, it'll be super easy. So that's it, very simple stuff. And I find that surfing is easiest when you boil things down to their simplest form. So just focus on tiny little variations, make massive differences with your surfing. So it's so much simpler, it's so much easier when you look at it that way. So if you like these kind of videos, it's very helpful to me if you'll hit the like button. It'll help me reach more people like you, and the subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this. Also, if you want more training, we got a full pop-up progression system that goes along with our full training, combining with paddle training, flexibility, all the stuff you need to effectively catch tons of waves and make sure you're making all your pop-ups. So there's a link down in the description that explains how our training works. And that's it. My name's Kyle Russ. This is Hydro Mind. Thanks for watching.